What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks Player Props NBA video for this Monday slate today. Excited to give you guys 5 picks to give you win some money over there on Prize Picks. Prize Picks, if you haven't signed up already, is a fun player props website. You can pick the over and under on things like players' points, assists, rebounds, points, rebounds, assists, three-pointers made, fantasy points, and more. They do have other sports as well: NFL, college football, NHL, tennis, CSGO in the lobby right now. Check them out and use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match deposit up to $100 today, guys. Going to be giving out daily picks on the channel. So excited to talk about it. 5 more coming to you today. And if you are getting very serious about this, guys, I do offer a Patreon package. That's where you can get my final picks. Would highly recommend you check that out. Patreon.com/KJK_DFS. Link below in the description. I'll be pulling it up at the end of the video to show you guys kind of what that has to offer. But for the time being, let's get into it, guys. Quick reflection on yesterday. Yesterday was not fun. We had a first look video where we loaded up on some Celtics. That game turned into a blowout. We went with the over Luka Doncic, 9.5 assists. He went out there and put up 11. That was great. Nikola Jokic over 12.5 rebounds, had 12. And that game got away from the Nets, so they pulled the Denver starters, 1 rebound shy. So that was fun. That stunk. Jason Tatum over 25.5 points. Did not even get close to there. Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. Did not even get close to there. And once again, they absolutely blew Orlando out. So they managed to blow Orlando out without any of their key guys really doing anything. Jaylen Brown, I was really high on his over 2.5 three-pointers made against that Orlando defense. We talked about it. The defense for them at the three-point arc has been terrible all season long. I thought he was going to have a lot of attempts and a lot of success. He shot 9 three-pointers and made 1. So yesterday was just, I think we were on the right track. The process is there. I always trust the process. There has been a lot of blowouts this year, and I never say this on my other videos. I tell people do not predict blowouts. But I got to tell you, since I've started this Prize Picks segment, I'm starting to think we could just predict blowouts and take advantage of some unders because there has been a whole lot of them. And every time I'm worried about a blowout, it's turned into one as of late. So I don't know. Maybe something I'll start doing in the future if we have success, because it sure seems that should be the way to go. These blowouts have been crazy this year. So without further ado, guys, let's talk about it. Let's get into the 5 picks for today on this video. We got some pretty good ones on the board already, so I'm excited to talk about it. First one I'm going to be talking about, we got Toronto taking on Charlotte. This is going to be a big pace-up game for the Toronto Raptors. Always going to be a great spot to target the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 225 over-under with a 1.5-point spread in favor of Toronto, which is telling us that this game should stay close. Let's hope this game should stay close, according to Vegas. That means nothing as of late, but looking at my defensive half-court and putbacks tool as far as how Charlotte ranks in the league defensively so far in the season, they're one of the best pace-up matchups you could ask for. 26th overall in putbacks allowed, 21st in half-court percentage of plays, 25th in offensive rebounding percentage, 19th in half-court plays, and then when you go over to the transition stats for Charlotte, they rank right now, once again, 22nd in the league in points per possession rank, but they are 19th in points per possession rank in transition, 22nd in points per play rank in transition. So Charlotte, not good defensively, and for that reason, we're going to have a couple picks from the Raptors in this one. But the first one we're going to start with is we're going to be going with the over Pascal Siakam at 21.5 points. On average, over his last 5, he's been averaging 94 against Miami. The 2 games he hasn't gotten over 21.5. Really pace down game and really not a good match against that Miami defense. So that does not concern me as far as those 2 games he didn't get there. If anything, that just makes me even more confident in this pick, taking on an actual easy defense in the Charlotte Hornets, being that he's been able to get there in all of these other games. So I like the Pascal Siakam over 21.5 points, kicking this video off with that. Second on the list, we're going to go with another Raptor. This one, we're going to head on over to Mr. Fred VanVleet, and we're going to be going with not his points. His points are set at 20.5. If you want to go with that, I don't hate it too much, but I'd much rather go with the assists. They got him at 7.5 assists. Looking at on his average over his last 5, he's been going with 9 assists per game. Once again, this is a fast up-tempo game, going to be pushing the pace. And we know all of the Raptors' weapons are going to be at Fred VanVleet's exposure. They're healthy. They got Siakam, Barnes, OG Anunoby, Gary Trent on the wing who can really shoot the ball. So I do like going with the Fred VanVleet over 7.5 assists tonight in this game environment. Third on the list, we're going to be going with another assist guy. This one, it's going to be Phoenix taking on Chicago. This game right now comes in with a 228.5 over-under. It's a 6.5-point spread in favor of Phoenix. Once again, expected to stay close. Let's hope that actually comes to fruition here. But in a game that's expected to stay close, I'm certainly going to want to be taking advantage of one player prop in particular, and that's going to be the Chris Paul assist. We've taken the Chris Paul over assist a couple times at this point. The line was set at 12 on average over his last 5. He's been averaging 13.6. And we talk about a guy having all those weapons at his exposure here. You know, the Suns are dealing with a lot of injuries. Now they have Ayton back, Crowder back, Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, Cam Johnson off the bench, JaVale McGee, Jalen Smith. Pretty much getting everyone back. And the big thing for me is campaign. I'm going to continue to say it, but until campaign returns, they've been running Chris Paul a lot more with that second unit. They're not really trusting Elf Payton to take on any more minutes than he can handle. Chris Paul has been really picking up the assists, picking up the responsibility with all units. And for that reason, like I said, as long as the game stays close, this is a guy that's going to play in the mid-30s to upper 30s minutes per game. And I really like attacking his over assists, especially you get that half-point drop-off now. Would not be surprised to see Prizepicks adjust that back up to 12 before the end of the day. Right now, I'm going to jump on that 11.5 line and feel pretty confident about that one. So that's going to be my third pick. Fourth pick, we're going to be heading over to that Charlotte-Toronto game, and if we're going to have some scoring on one side, we're going to need some scoring on the other. The question is, you know, who provides that scoring? When you're looking at the one-on-one matchups here, Toronto taking on Charlotte, you can see as far as Fred VanVleet's concerned, you know, LaMelo Ball, Gary Trent, Terry Rozier. I'm anticipating that they have Terry Rozier try to take on the responsibilities of guarding Fred VanVleet at some point here, and for that reason, that's going to make Gary Trent Jr. get a bit of an easier matchup with the two-guard position. And for that reason, I really want to attack Terry Rozier's points. They've got his line at 18.5. Over his last 5, he's been averaging 18.6. I anticipate that he's going to be out there on the court for lots of minutes. And like I said, I tend to think they're probably going to slide Fred VanVleet. Oh, I'm sorry. I said that backwards. They're going to slide Fred VanVleet onto LaMelo Ball is what I was trying to say here. And when they do, then I think that Terry Rozier gets the easier matchup taking on a Gary Trent Jr. That's what I was trying to say here. So for that reason, I think attacking the two-guard in Terry Rozier makes a lot of sense here. Over 18.5 points. Once again, fast up-tempo game. If the game's going to stay close, we're going to need some scoring on the other side from a guy that has some solidified minutes. We know he's going to play lots of them. Terry Rozier's that guy, and like I said, I think he draws the easier matchup of him and LaMelo, and I think we can take advantage of that on this slate tonight. I like the over 18.5 points for Terry Rozier. And lastly, we're going to go to one more pick in that game because I just love loading up on it because of the Charlotte environment. It's a fast up-tempo game for the Raptors. We know all their guys play lots of minutes. And the last guy we're going to go into is OG Anunoby, and we're going to be talking about his points. 16.5 points. Over his last 5, he's only been averaging 15.4. If you look at the matchups, Chicago, Miami, he was able to put up 21, 20. But the fact of the matter is we know OG Anunoby is going to be out there for a lot of minutes. I've got him projected to score 17.39 points in this game. For that reason, projecting really well on my projection model. I'm willing to take the over here on these 16.5 points. I think that's just too low for a guy that's going to be out there that many minutes. We've seen his scoring really dip due to the Gary Trent scoring like 30 points a game at one point. I don't think that's going to stay consistent too much here, and I think OG Anunoby can get back on track here, scoring 17-plus points in this one. Like I said, I got him projected for 17.39 from a base projection standpoint. So I like targeting the OG Anunoby over points, and that is going to be my 5 picks on this Prizepicks first look video today, guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Sign up for Prizepicks today using that promo code KJK DFS. You'll receive an instant match deposit up to $100 today. And lastly, do not forget to check out the KJK DFS Patreon package. If you haven't checked it out already, pulling that up on the screen for you right now. You can get premium content. I do offer DraftKings and FanDuel premium content, but also Prizepicks. If you want to get both, you can get the combo package to get an added discount of $34.99. You get the DraftKings, the FanDuel, and the Prizepicks access. If you just want Prizepicks or just want the DraftKings and FanDuel, that's understandable as well. $19.99 for either of those packages. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this video today. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on this Prizepicks slate tonight. And we will see you in the next one.